Heading onto the runway at Kiev's airport, the activist Dmytro Bulatov free at last from his tormentors and the threat of arrest. He says his kidnappers nailed him to a door, mutilated him with knives and beat him for 8 days. Now he will receive more treatment for his wounds in Lithuania, safely inside the European Union.
I
think we've just saved his life. I think after what they wanted to do with him, arrest him, put him in prison, his life was in great danger, and we wouldn't have had a single chance to investigate the torture that he was subjected to. So I think one life was saved today, and we'll be doing that to everyone arrested. We won't leave anybody without our attention.
This might seem like a significant concession by President Yanukovych, yet another one. But in fact, if a police investigation had been launched into the kidnappers, it might have revealed too much about these shadowy organizations trying to torture, intimidate and kill the protesters into silence. Earlier in the day in Kiev's Independence Square, tens of thousands of protesters gathered to call for the resignation of President Yanukovych, who returns to his desk on Monday after being treated for a respiratory infection. The US Secretary of State John Kerry has pledged to support the demonstrators in what he called their fight for democracy. Sunday prayers were held in the square for the future of Ukraine, but as the stalemate continues, the fears of violent confrontation are growing. Right-wing groups are splintering away from the main body of protesters who have been determined to keep the demonstrations peaceful. Some of them were out on the streets of Kiev being trained in tactics in close-quarter fighting with the police. David Chater, Al Jazeera, Kiev.